All right, listen, these shows have got a good sales record. They're hot. They're proving themselves.
If they're so hot, Steve, why are you trying to peddle them to me?
Well, I'm not trying to peddle them. It's just that we're thinking maybe about changing sponsors, and I wanted your agency to have the first crack at them. That's why I came east to Chicago.
Do you mind if I give it to you straight, Steve? Real straight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the fact is, I just don't want to handle the shows, no matter how hot they are.
Oh? Why not?
Well, they're junk, Steve. Even if you do write them, they're the junk of the business.
Junk? Since when are you developing integrity?
Maybe ever since you lost yours. Look, Steve, 10 years ago, you were a writer with an honest talent. Look what you're turning out today. Outlaw Valley, Two Gun Vengeance. Two of the most pitiful shows on television.
Don't let it bother you. They've made me a lot of money. I didn't have that 10 years ago.
Let's drop it, Steve. I just don't want the shows.
Okay. Thanks for leveling with me anyway.
How come you're taking the train this time, Steve? Don't you usually fly?
I couldn't get a reservation. The only train I could get on was the limited.
Well, it's a sit-up deal. Look, why don't you stay over with us?
Oh, thanks, but no dice. I've got to get back to L.A.
Well, how's Nora?
Same as ever.
Tell me, Steve, how does she feel about the shows?
Oh, she's not too interested in them.
She didn't used to be that way. She was always so wrapped up in your work.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess it isn't like that anymore. Oh, it's nothing serious, nothing wrong. No breakup or anything like that. It's just, well, you know how it is. Married 12 years, everything kind of falls into a pattern.
I remember how she used to be. All those big dreams of yours, the play, the book. She always seemed to share them so.
Yeah, I know. Well, while he's holding you up, I'll mosey along and get on the train.
Well, Steve, it's been wonderful seeing you again, and look, I'm sorry about everything.
Oh, he's sorry about me. I've sold out, maybe, but I got a lot of money. A lot of money. So long, Artie.
So long, Steve. Good luck.
Safe.
Excuse me. I believe this is where I'm supposed to sit.
No, I'm sorry, yes. I'll put that up for you, dear.
Thank you.
You get me a coat?
Oh, thank you.
Sit down. Anything wrong?
No.
Well, if you'd like to have your mother or father sit with you, I'd be glad to change seats.
I don't have any. I mean, there's no one I'm with.
You're traveling alone? Where are you going?
Los Angeles.
You're pretty young to be going all that distance, aren't you?
No, I always go alone.
You want the window seat, dear? Go ahead, scoot through. Anything on your mind?
No. Why?
Well, I was just wondering. Back in the observation car, and then at lunch, you were sticking rather close to me, kind of following me around. Anything bothering you? Anything I can do?
No, it's nothing.
By the way, why are you traveling alone?
Because I do that so.
Where are your mother and father?
My mother's in Los Angeles. My father, he's in Chicago.
Why isn't one of them traveling with you?
They're divorced.
Oh.
6 months of the year I spend with father, 6 with mother. That's what the court said.
It'd be kind of bad, can't it?
Where are you going?
The same place you are, Los Angeles.
Is that where you live?
Yes.
What do you do? I mean, are you an engineer or a vice president or something, or?
I'm a writer.
What do you write?
Plays, television mostly.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Nothing.
Well, don't you like television?
Oh, I like some of the programs, but most of them are just silly.
What do you mean, just silly?
Oh, so many of the plays don't seem real. Not like people really are. But maybe you write good things.
Well, naturally I write good things.
The shows I meant, well, you've probably seen them too. People hating and killing and hurting each other. And people really aren't like that. Not all people. Not all the time, I mean. But so many programs are like that. My father says the person who writes those things should be hamstrung. Whatever that means. My name is Jill Summers. What's yours?
Biddle, Steve Biddle.
What shows do you write, Mr. Biddle? I say, what shows do you write, Mr. Biddle?
By any chance, have you seen Two Gun Vengeance?
Yes.
And Outlaw Valley?
Yes.
Well, I don't want this to be a shock to you, but I happen to be the fellow who writes those shows.
Oh. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Mr. Biddle? Mr. Biddle?
Yes, what is it there?
I guess you're angry with me, aren't you, for what I said about your shows?
No, I'm not angry with you.
Yes, you are. I know. That's why. Well, I'll change tomorrow.
Change what?
Seats with someone.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I know you don't like riding with me, and I understand. Kids are always in the way. That's what my father says, too. I don't know why they are, but they are, I guess. But I didn't mean to be, honest.
I know you didn't, honey. Now, how about getting a little sleep?
I mean it, Mr. Biddle. I'll change tomorrow with anyone you want.
Jill, good night.
Good night, Mr. Biddle.
Looking for your daughter, mister. She's back in the observation car.
She's not my daughter.
She isn't.
I've never seen her before this trip. We happened to be sitting together.
Well, that's funny. She told me that she was your daughter. I guess she's been told about everybody that. But some kids now, yesterday, she was talking with some kids.
Yeah?
She was saying that you was her daddy. She said you write plays for television.
Yeah. Thanks. What are you doing back here?
Well, you were so angry when you said goodnight, I thought you wanted to be left alone.
I woke up, found you were gone, and I worried.
You worried?
Well, of course I worried. A little girl roaming around on the train at nighttime all alone.
Oh, I'm all right.
Did you tell the porter you were my daughter? Some other people?
Just some children.
Why did you start a story like that?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do. Now, let's have it.
Because
Go on.
I was alone. And it's just that, I don't know. Whenever I'm on the train, there's no one. I don't have anybody. Other kids on trains. They're always with someone. I didn't want to be alone again this time. It was just a game. Just a little game of pretending.
That I was your father?
I meant to pretend just to myself. I didn't want you to know anything. Then I guess it went too far. I didn't mean any harm. I couldn't help it. I wanted someone so badly. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
Oh, that's all right.
Are you angry?
No, I guess I should have understood, or at least tried to. I don't have any kids myself, and I'm just not used to their way of thinking.
I didn't tell many people.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'll tell them the truth if you want me to.
No, I can appreciate a little game of pretending. That's my business. Pretending. Of course, as you know, I'm not much good at it.
Please, Mr. Biddle, what I said about your plays, I didn't mean it.
Of course you didn't. You're right. Nobody knows it better than I. You were just being honest, that's all.
What I mean is, those shows, I don't like them. But you probably write other things, and they must be good.
No, those two shows, that's all I write. Shall we go now?
Maybe I better stay here. I don't want to bother.
No, come on.
Do you really and truly want me to?
Really and truly. Oh, thank you.
Steve?
Mm-hmm.
What were you looking at?
Oh, just the country, myself, 20 years ago.
Were you out here?
Well, not really here. Up north, way north. Wyoming, in the Bighorn country. But it's just like this. Mountains, plains, sun, shadow. It's out west. It's home.
Must have been nice.
In the mornings, it's still. So still you can hardly imagine it. The wind coming off the ranges, sun, the whole earth smelling of the sun, hot cedar and pine. I never got enough of it. It's funny how you remember things. I remember there was an old man near South Pass, an old priest. He came out to settle with the Cheyennes in the 80s. He had a face chipped out of stone. I spent a couple of weeks at his mission doing chores and sitting around talking. Took a lot of notes. Someday I was going to write a book about him. I even started it. You know, I started it. Strange I should think about him. I haven't thought about him for years. Or the land, home, or anything. Only now, I wonder.
What?
I wonder if I'm seeing all this through your eyes instead of mine. All day pointing out things to you, the peaks, landmarks, rivers. It's as if I were seeing them again for the first time. All the old wonder coming back. All the love. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hung with snow.
I like that one. What was the name of it?
Oh, let's see. Loveliest of Trees, A.E. Husband.
He wrote that other one you read to me.
When I was 1 and 20?
Uh-huh. Gee, I'm so glad you got this book. When'd you get it?
Oh, the last station.
I bet you're tired, though, aren't you? Reading to me like you've been.
No. No, I'm not tired. These poems have brought back an awful lot to me.
Oh, will you read just one more?
Sure. Nothing special?
May I?
Mm-hmm.
I like it so much. I know most of it by heart, but I'd like to hear someone else. Here.
When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new, Whale, my dear, time's waste. Why did you pick this one?
I don't know. I just like it.
How does a kid like you know about Shakespeare?
Mr. Sturdivant used to recite it.
Who's Mr. Sturdivant?
A man Mother knew. He was an old actor. Mother always used to invite him to her parties. He'd recite Shakespeare. And when he did, there was always a funny look on his face. It was like he was far away and lost. Steve, you know something? This afternoon, and now, just now, your face looked like Mr. Sturdivant's.
What, dear?
Mr. Sturdivant used to be a great actor. Mother said that's why he was so bad now, because he remembered what he was and couldn't be it again.
Jill, I've never been a great writer. It's too late now, way too late. I've written junk too long. The only thing about it is, up until now, up until this trip, I never realized it. I do now. Let's forget it, shall we? Not long. Train stays here about 15 minutes, I think.
Oh, if only.
If only what?
We'd be longer.
Well, why be longer?
Oh, it's so wonderful. It would be such fun.
What would be such fun?
That.
Oh, carnival, huh? You mean you want to go to a carnival?
I've never been to one. Father was always going to take me, but he never had time.
You mean to tell me that you've never been to a carnival? How'd you like to go to this one?
You mean now?
Sure, now.
But the train.
Oh, there'll be another train along in about 3 hours. We'll catch that one. Let's go. I haven't been to a carnival myself in years.
But Mother...
Oh, I'll wire your mother and my wife. We'll tell them just caught another train. How about it?
Oh, Steve.
Well, then come on. Let's get our luggage. We're going to go to a carnival. Never what?
Never in all my life have I been so happy.
Well, good. 2 oranges, please.
Are you happy, too?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't you know?
Well, when you're a little older, honey, it's difficult to tell. You aren't just all happy or all sad. It's complicated. Sit over here. What's it there?
Why is it complicated?
Oh, I don't know.
But when we were on the merry-go-round and other things, you were having fun the same as I.
Yeah, but even then, some things did get in the way.
Well, things like what?
Oh, things like your sonnet, maybe. Remembrance of things past. I mean, you know, I was last at the carnival like this. Over 12 years ago, just before Nora and I were married. We did all the things you and I did today. I guess, while we were having fun, I was remembering how it was then.
Oh. What is she like, Steve?
Well, she's, I don't know.
You don't know?
Sounds funny, doesn't it? But I really don't know. Like I haven't seen her in years. Don't remember. We've been married all this time, and yet I haven't seen her. She's more real to me now this afternoon than she was when she saw me off at the airport. Jill, I can't tell you what she's like. It's like I've lost her, or myself.
Don't.
Don't what?
Talk that way. That's the way Mr. Sturdivant used to talk. He used to say everyone was lost. He said the world was like a big room with the candles going out one by one.
That's the way everybody feels at one time or another. And then one day everybody wakes up and knows.
Will I?
Even you. Someday, even you.
Does it have to be that way? I mean, if you're lost, can't someone find you, or can't you maybe find your way again?
I wish I knew.
Does it have to be that way? I mean, like with you?
What about me?
You won't be angry? Well, what I mean, you're lost because you can't find your wife. And because you write bad things and you wish you didn't. But you don't have to be lost, maybe. I mean, maybe if you tried hard, you could find her again. And like when you were talking about home and the old man you were going to write about and never did. Maybe if you wrote about him, maybe then you wouldn't be lost anymore. You aren't angry, are you?
No, I'm far from angry. Now, come on, drink your orangeade, and let's go back to the station.
We're arriving Terminal Station, Los Angeles. Please check your luggage and personal belongings.
Hey, Arthur. Your mother will be here, won't she?
If she isn't, she'll send the chauffeur.
Jill.
What?
It's been a funny trip for me.
Funny?
Oh, what I'm trying to say is that I've thought about things I haven't thought about for years. I've remembered things, good things. And somehow you're all mixed up in them. It's like seeing the world new. I want you to know I'm glad about everything.
You're glad I pretended what I did?
Yes.
Steve,
What?
will I ever see you again?
Oh, you most certainly will.
You're not just saying it?
No. I'm going to call your mother, have you up to the apartment, and meet Nora.
When, soon?
Next week for sure.
You mean it, don't you? Really and truly?
Really and truly. You take that.
But you like it so well.
Oh, I don't need it now. You've given it all back to me. Let's go.
You won't forget, Steve?
Oh, you bet I won't, dear. You're coming up to the apartment, have dinner either Monday or Tuesday, whichever your mother thinks is better. And now, bye-bye, Jill. Thanks for everything.
Goodbye, Steve.
Bye. Nora!
Steve, I was so worried. You changed trains.
Nora, I've missed you so much. I haven't missed you like this in years.
Something happened on the train, the reason you were late.
It was something, but something good. Dolly, you remember that book I started a long time ago? I was going to write about the old priest. I don't think I'm crazy, but I want to get back to it now.
I don't understand it. After all these years... And
You
now-
believed in it once, in me, but I got away from it, away from everything we started. Now, for the first time, I think I've got guts enough to give it a try.
But what about the TV shows?
If you're with me, I'll forget the shows. I can't do it alone, not without you. Oh, Nora, I've wasted so much time, and it's going so fast. Can we get it back?
We'll get it back, darling. Let's go home.